Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelley.
And we are slightly darker this week because we went to the beach and got some sun, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But more importantly, a quick shout out to this week's sponsor, who I've yet to tell you about, babe. By the way, we got a new sponsor. Just kidding. It is fullswapshop.com. You can buy our merch on there. Check it out. Buy some and let us know, and you can be featured on our social media prepping our merch. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
We need to post a picture of you in that.
Oh, yeah.
In that
thong.
Yeah. Honestly, your ass is my happy place. So, like, any time that there's a picture with it on there, I get a little pink on the inside.
You're already pink on the inside. You're red on the outside.
At least my neck's not red.
That you know of.
Then I would really look out of place. Anyway, I just learned how to jump a car today. Okay.
Oh, God.
Like, I have no handyman skills. I have no car skills.
And the funny thing is, like, my parents wanted me to marry, like, a Hispanic guy, like, a guy who knew how to, like, build a house from
on a prairie.
mud and, like, a hard manual labor guy. And this is what I marry.
Well, your mom wanted you to marry a doctor or a lawyer, so you never have to want for nothing.
And look at me. One for my Louis Vuitton, okay, that you can't even get me.
The funny thing is, like, you are so not materialistic. So
I'm
for
not.
you to say something like, I want this, like, tangible item, it's kind of weird. But we kind of have, like, a running joke that I said I would, you said you wanted this purse or something. And you told me, like, $1,600. And I was like, all right, let me go get a mortgage on my Lego house.
And I laughed because it was so funny. Because he was just so quick with it. And just, like, it just threw me off.
What was it I said the other day? You said you wanted...
I said, the running joke is like, I want this bag. And you were like, oh, let me go to the Lego bank.
Oh, yeah.
And ask for a loan. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. So let's get into this week's episode.
Okay.
First, are we going to do the Twitter poll of the week?
Okay, so we can either do the Twitter poll of the week, or we can talk about the fun, like the best vacation I've ever had.
Let's do Twitter poll of the week first.
Good, because that's what we were going to do anyway.
Okay.
All right. So on this week's Twitter poll of the week, it was, what do you call it when you have sex with the wife of a... Okay, let me rephrase that.
Let's rephrase.
What do you call it when I have sex with the wife of a couple and Kelley only soft swaps with the husband of that same couple? The options were soft swap, full swap, 50-50. Thanks to Brian from Front Porch Swingers. That was his suggestion. And other comment below. And so we're going to read the comments first because apparently we forget to read the comments on last week or the week before. So Jack's couple said an amazingly fun time. Akin Sherry said nothing but fun with a bunch of emojis. Swinging Flamingos podcast, who we met in Florida, fucking love you guys, said, wait, were you in the right room? I don't remember even getting to play with Kelley. On second thought, was that y'all that snuck into our room that night? And I responded with a gif of Tom Brady coming off of the boat after the Super Bowl victory from this year. And then Tinker Taylor Washington said she's just not that into him. Bedroom Bliss podcast met you guys also this weekend. Fucking love you guys as well. They said, did this scenario happen this week? It was, in fact, Saturday night. Just Bruce said awkward.
I love that.
Yeah.
Awkward.
And then West Virginia couple, who I think this is like your second or third Twitter poll of the week that you've commented on, maybe. You had a gift that said smells like success with some emojis as well. Scottish West in the East said winning. So what do you think?
Okay. I think it is not a true full swap scenario. I like Brian's term that he coined.
The 50-50?
The 50-50.
Well, the 50-50, interestingly enough, came in second place.
Really? Okay, what was first?
All right, so let's, other was at 7.5% in dead last. DFL, soft swap at 20.8% in third place. 50-50 at 34% of the vote. So Brian, you came in second, but number one in our hearts. Full swap was your winner at 37.7% of the vote.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like it wasn't a true full swap, though. I'm going to still go with 50-50.
I think I agree with you. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have asked this question.
Yeah.
Because, like, a full swap to me is like everyone has penetrative sex, right?
Yeah. Penetrative sex, P and V.
But a full swap, I mean, like, what exactly does a full swap mean? Because are we...
Everyone has penetrative sex. You just said that.
Right. But that's my definition.
Yeah.
But that might not be the correct definition.
Or everyone else's definition. Everyone else's might be different.
Yeah, like it could literally mean like you just swap partners and maybe go to the bar. I'm just kidding. But like you could swap partners and maybe, well, because like by that same definition, then soft swap would be a full swap as well.
Yeah. I think full swap is penetrative sex.
So should we just call this like a full soft swap?
A full soft swap.
A soft full swap? Oh, no. A soft full swap. Because it's not... No.
You're just making it complicated.
I know. I'm trying to do better than Brian's 50-50 because that was really good.
I like it. I like 50-50. It explains what it is.
I don't know. I mean, that was an amazing fucking time. I get it. I just wish he would have fucked you. Like,
same.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, all right. Let me preface this with, we are in the process of buying a house. Mm-hmm. I'm in the process of switching jobs, moving across states, moving careers across states. So needless to say, there's a lot of stress on me because Adam gets to keep his job. He just has to move locations.
Working from home.
Yeah, lucky him. But I am the one who has to switch jobs. So it's just a lot of things going on. And I've been a lot more stressed than usual, which I'm pretty high strung anyways. And you can definitely tell that it's getting to me and Adam too. Like I've been kind of like, what's the word?
Short.
I'm already short, but I've been shorter with Adam. I do not want to be touched sometimes when I'm too stressed. Or
you're like, get the fuck off of me.
Yes.
You're like Roan, he's like our middle cat.
Our antisocial cat.
That does not want to be touched. He doesn't want to be looked at. He wants to be left the fuck alone. If he wants you, he will come up to you and say, bitch, give me food.
Exactly. And that's it. That's how I've been.
Yeah, quite literally.
The opportunity presented itself for us to go on a little mini business trip, and we took advantage of it.
Fuck yes.
So we flew down a day early and we stayed a day late.
Because you were supposed to get a tattoo.
Yes. But my tattoo artist got COVID, so that did not happen.
But she did say she's feeling better, so that's good.
Yeah, she is doing a lot better. But the place that we did go to was Miami, Florida, and let me tell you about this weather.
We're going again.
We're definitely going again. This weather was gorgeous. It was sunny all weekend in the 80s, had like the right amount of heat and the right amount of a nice cool breeze from the ocean, and it's just magical. I miss it already.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave.
So me and Adam went. Definitely needed this trip away from all the stress and everything. And we definitely talked about postponing having kids just so we can have more vacations like this.
Well, for me, it's not even about like vacation. It's just like I enjoy the lifestyle that we live. Don't have to call a babysitter to go fuck someone while you're working, you know?
I mean, the only thing we have to worry about is just getting a dog sitter and a cat watcher person.
Yeah, and that's really only for vacation. That's not necessarily for like gonna go fuck someone or hang out with someone, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were invited down, like you said, and we got there a day early, and we didn't really do anything that first night. I think I edited last week's episode, got it up and out, and then the next day we met some people that we had been really excited to meet. Adam
was just like tickled and thrilled. Like he was dying to meet these people.
Yes.
And he would not stop talking about it. And I was just glad I was near the ocean. I was super excited.
Yeah, we spent the like probably several hours on the beach, and then we went and got dinner, and it was just fucking awesome to meet people. And it's like you correspond with people digitally for so long, and then like you finally get to meet them, and it's just it's like the pictures don't do them justice that you've seen of them, but also like you're just so glad, like you're just so pumped to meet them, and it was better than you were expecting. Like I didn't know what to expect, so I guess I shouldn't really say it was better than expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just fucking pumped.
Yeah, they were so nice, so sweet.
Yeah,
it's good to meet people in person, and they definitely met my expectations. They were really nice, awesome people.
Yeah, and like it was really cool to see the husband here. Like over lunch, I believe it was. We were just all cutting up and having a good time, and I guess in some cases we were giving each other shit about some stuff. It was really fun, but it was like the smile on his face. You could tell because he's been going through some fun times as of late. And you could just tell that he was like genuinely smiling, and it almost looked like he was like stress free in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like his smile was just like genuine. It was just good to see, you know?
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I don't know. Like it's weird. Like I notice like people's smiles like that, like when they're having a good time or whatever, but also.
But you don't notice social cues though. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Yeah, like you don't know how to end a conversation. Like even today, I was listening to you talk to someone on the phone, and they were like, bye. You were like, bye, bye. Like, just say bye and hang up. Like that irks me about you. You don't know social cues for when to end conversations or when to leave.
So anyway.
Sorry.
Your dad says you love to nag. I think you just proved his point.
I'm
kidding.
Stop.
I'm kidding. But anyway, so that happened, and then what did we do the rest of that day?
That was Friday.
Yeah.
We went to the beach.
We checked into the hotel after.
Oh, yeah. We went and checked into our hotel. The hotel was really nice. Shout out. I got to do a bunch of reviews for this weekend. Like, I'm the type of person who likes reviewing things and putting it on the internet. Tell other people, hey, this is a good place. Or like, hey, maybe skip this place. Speaking
of reviewing places, I remember the restaurant we went to on Friday night.
Oh, he was pissed. I
was pissed.
Because Adam is used to like big daddy portions, okay? He does not, like if he pays for a lot, he expects a gigantic amount of food.
You're fucking goddamn right. So we went to this place. It was like $13 and you get 2 small 4-inch long empanadas. And like at one point the waiter comes back and was like, how's everything? And I was tempted to ask where the rest of it was.
God, he's a dick.
I mean, I don't know if
I was pleased.
I was hungry. Like afterwards, I was like, let's go get dinner. And then we went to, what was it, Pollo Loco?
No, Pollo Tropical.
Oh, Pollo Tropical. Pollo Loco is in California. To
Pollo Loco. Okay. And Pollo Loco is still number one.
Well, anyway, so fast forward back to Saturday. We ended up, after we left that couple, we checked in the hotel.
Uh-huh. I was recovering.
Oh, tell the story.
Okay, so on Friday when we met our friends, we met at the beach and hung out and everything. And listen, guys, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and some of them are like beauty-esque inspired things. And one of them is by Allure, and it follows women in different careers throughout their day. And one of them was featured was a Miami lifeguard, and I fucking recognized her. Okay, I will link this video in the show notes. That way people can see who I was like oohing and awing over. So there's lifeguards over here on Miami Beach that are, protecting the people, make sure they're safe. And the lifeguard comes out and I'm like, oh my God, I know her from somewhere. And then it fucking hits me like a damn train. I'm like, oh, I've seen her on YouTube. So I feel like I know this chick. Her name is Brittany. And I'm like telling our friends like, oh my God, I fucking know her. I know her from YouTube. And she is a very, very attractive woman. Like she is Latina. She is like very curvy. She has like a nice body, a nice butt. And I'm like over here like oogling her. And our friend was like, hey, I'm going to go talk to her. And I was like, okay, let me come with you.
No. He was ready to go drown himself so she could save him.
Yeah. So she was that attractive. So we go over there and I'm like, hey, are you Brittany from YouTube? I watched your videos. And she's like, oh my God, yes. Thank you for recognizing me. And I got a picture with her. And so did our friend. And as we were saying goodbye, okay, I was still talking to her and staring at her. And I literally tripped over her lifeguard stand and fucking scratched up my right leg super good.
Like it was swelling and everything.
Yeah, it swelled and it was bleeding. And I was just like a little bit embarrassed, but like still like, oh. So later that night, we checked into our hotel. And at this point, my leg was so swollen because it got scratched all up along my shin. And it was very hard to move. So we were supposed to meet some people for drinks, but Adam was the only one who was able to go. I had to stay in the hotel and like ice my leg to bring down the swelling. Like I didn't think it would swell that bad. And it was pretty nasty, but luckily I just needed to ice it and keep off of it for a little while. And the next day it was like totally fine.
Yeah. And that night I went for drinks with a couple of people, and it was interesting, just everything, like getting to meet other people that are like-minded. And it was just, that part was nice, meeting the new people new to us people that we'd never met in person before. And so that was a lot of fun. And so then the next day we got on a yacht with even more like-minded people that I really hope that we could hang out more with in the future, and hopefully get them on the show
and collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting meeting. Like, I feel like I have to say it, like, it was just a gathering of like-minded podcasters.
Yes.
In our genre.
Yep.
And it was awesome, like, being able to finally put a face to a voice.
Yeah.
You know? And it was just very interesting conversation with them, like getting to know a little bit more about themselves and their show and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved it. It was a great environment, great conversation, and beautiful views.
I mean, you in a bathing suit just fucking is always a beautiful view. I don't think that there was a bad time by anyone on that boat, on that yacht. And there was several shows that I think you and I just hit it off really well with. You know what I'm saying? Like, through our individual conversations with them. One of them I knew you were fucking crushing on, because like I saw you talking to this person, and then 20, 30 minutes, maybe even like a couple hours later, I see you like go out of your way to talk to them again. And I'm like, I bet she's crushing. And so then I approach you, and I'm like, so which one of the ones here do you find attractive? And you're like, I'm not. And I point this particular individual out, and you're like, shut up.
Okay, I feel like it's very important to note that even though these people are lifestyle type podcasts, like,
we still keeping it business professional.
Yeah, I want to keep it 120% professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Though Adam, though, over here likes to fucking flirt with this fucking line like he is some fucking Irish leprechaun dancing on it.
I just think it's fun to fuck with you. Also, no. I will say this. I don't think that there was, everyone on that boat was very attractive. Secondly, I love to fuck with you. Thirdly, I knew nothing was going to happen because we are keeping this business professional, okay?
No, you wanted it to happen, or else you wouldn't have asked me, like... Okay. No, I felt like you've asked...
I would love to have sex with Kesha. It's never going to happen, okay? I would love to have sex with you tonight and put it in your back door. But I also know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So anyway, but it was just a lot of fun. We met a lot of incredible people. And honestly, like, I mean... I don't know. I don't know what to say because it was just that awesome. I'm grateful for the invite to meet all these wonderful people and shows. And I don't know. It was just like, they were so fucking cool. We had like some great conversations about things that people outside the lifestyle would consider like a fuck no, don't ever talk about.
Yeah.
And we're all just talking about it, like just trying to like educate ourselves about like certain things and potentially, you know what I'm saying?
And like I find it very interesting, like everyone in the lifestyle plays a little bit differently. Like some people are only full swap people.
Yep.
Some people like only swap at orgies. Some people are like us, like we do play dates like alone. I do sugar daddy things. Like it was just so interesting hearing all these different opinions and views about how they do the lifestyle.
Yeah. And I think that that's kind of like one of those things that I think moving forward, we need to kind of pay a little bit better attention to, because like there was one couple that reached out to us on one of our dating platforms that they wanted their first time to be with another woman. And like, that's great and all, good for them. But right now that's not for us, because like that's my fantasy that is yet to come true. And so we kind of like have this thing where don't live out each other's fantasy without each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that might be a little bit selfish, but at the same time, like my fantasy also includes you.
Yeah.
So, so we can't really do that with them yet, but we still have like a conversation. Like they're really cool people to talk to, but at the end of the day, like the play thing is just not going to happen. And so, I think that that's something that we need to be more cognizant of moving forward. But that whole day was just fucking phenomenal. And honestly, like, I don't know, after we got off the the yacht, we had to kind of rush back to the hotel, get ready for dinner, then go to dinner, then eat dinner, and then kind of bounce early because dinner was running a little bit behind and we had something scheduled with a couple that we met off of Tinder.
I met off Tinder.
Okay, so we physically met them. You matched with him.
Okay, so when we got there, like we were just feeling a little bit like, hey, if we meet someone,
we should totally fuck.
Exactly. That's what we were feeling. That's what we were vibing. So when we landed on Thursday, I was going through my Tinder. And let me say, there were some fine ass people in Miami.
There was so many.
Yes, like walking around. There was a lot of fine-ass people. On Tinder, there was some fine-ass people. Like, I just loved the atmosphere, the environment. I loved it because there was more, like, Latin, Hispanic people, and I just kind of felt a little bit more comfortable. Like, Spanish was the predominantly spoken language in the area, and I was fucking loving and living for it.
I kind of panicked because, like, I know a little bit. Like, shit, our Uber Eats driver on Sunday...
All of our Uber drivers spoke predominantly Spanish.
Oh, I'm saying our Uber Eats driver. Well, my Uber Eats driver, because I ordered like some food while you were. Oh, no, right after you woke up. But anyway, he didn't really understand a lot of English and I didn't really understand a lot of his Spanish. And so I said, like, as I was leaving, I turned around and I said, Buenos noches. And he's like, sí, buenos noches. And he like grabs his hands and like cups them together and was like, Buenos noches. And then he said something else. I forget what it was, but it was pretty funny. But yeah, so Spanish definitely was a predominantly spoken language.
Yes. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I got on Tinder on Thursday night when we landed and was just swiping through some people. And like I said, there was a lot of attractive people on my Tinder. And I matched with a few of them, but I made sure to specify in my bio that me and my husband were only going to be there for a certain amount of days and that we would like to do something together. I made sure that was very upfront and clear. So I did get a lot of people message me, and one of them was a med student that was in a poly open relationship with his wife, and his wife was super attractive. And
yeah, but she's fucked up in the head. She thought I was hot.
So I matched with him. Like, I felt like we clicked with really well. He was very nice and sweet and a gentleman. And we agreed to meet for drinks on Saturday night after our dinner thing, which once we got off the boat from that day, everything just kind of was running behind by an hour or 2 hours. So we were like rushing through everything because we were so excited to meet with this couple. And luckily, they were still willing to meet us. So
yeah, they were like, yeah, we can totally just have some drinks by ourselves while we're waiting on you guys, which I kind of felt bad about. And so like we tried to get out of the dinner. Well, we didn't try to get out of, we ate and then like left
dipped
a little
out.
bit early. Yeah. All right. So that's going to do it for this week's episode. We are moving this week. Well, 3 days after this episode comes out. And so because of that, we are going to chop this episode up into 2 groups. Next week's episode will be the second half of our weekend, and that includes a nude beach and a full swap. So be sure to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at TNR Podcasts and our website, thenakedrelationship.com. And so yeah, follow us on there, buy our merch on fullswapshop.com. And yeah, hope you guys have a good week.